right, oh, right, oh. Let me make sure everybody can hear me. And I see Bat 13 first up. And that is always good to see. Barbecue Mama G in the house. Good evening, everyone. There you go. Followed by Maddie and Kiki. Hi, HT. Hi, BBQ family. Let's rock, of course. I got my guy Jay there. And of course, I did have to pop on over to Facebook because I knew Kiki would be waiting there for me. And of course, she is. Got Dougie in the house. And we do have 30 people in already. That is pretty cool. My friend Wendy in the house. As I still, let me just switch on over here for a second. I look a little dark on, I'm on YouTube, I look a little dark. Barbecue Mama G saying, what is up to M and K? Alan, it is good to see you, and I guess everybody can hear me okay as Scott a Kitten enters the fry. It's good to see you, Michael. 2507, it is good to see you, and I guess everybody can hear me well. Papa Bills is checking in, and I do believe that is a first time for Papa Bills. Of course, my man Spike. Neil, it is good to see you. And we got New Zealand checking in the house, so we got we got some people from Canada in the house. We got some New Zealand in the house. And Scott a Kitten is checking out my new, I got some meter paraphernalia on the floor. She is checking that out. Kent had a little trophy at his, did a little barbecue event, I do believe. I saw you with a trophy. Josh and Babe, what is shaking? And you can hear me fine, thanks. Donnie Bandit is checking in. We got Mike from Michigan in the house. And is anybody watching I had a bad connection. I kept losing. Hopefully that fixes that. I am back, and hopefully I will not lose connection. I do apologize, but hey, man, this is a shoestring run show. And we should be good now. That should be good. And Daddy Dutch says lost audio, but we should be good now. I saw that Wendy sent over a dessert, man, that had all my flavors, man. But I got to tell you, man, like I'm going to go into a fast tonight till Tuesday. Last week I did a fast till Thursday, Sunday to Wednesday, or Sunday to Thursday. I can't even remember, but I did so I'm doing a little bit of fasting right now, and boy, I wish I could. I wish I could make that, because I would definitely make that, man. I got a sweet tooth. There's no doubt about it. But I did put that one away for the archives, as you guys know. I am going out on vacation in 2 weeks. So before I do that, I definitely want to try to drop a few. When I go on vacation, it is eat anything I want to eat. Home, it's a different story. As my camera is fugazing on me. This is just one of those nights. Technology, man, it is a good thing, but it is also a not good thing. All right, so let me get past these no sounds. We should be good there. And Neil, it is not on your end, but it should be fixed now, as we have 45 people, Facebook and YouTube. And we're just going to go right past all these no sounds. Muted, muted, muted. Hello, Ken. Congrats. No sound. Do you need barbecue pops? I do need barbecue pops to run over here. No doubt about it, man. This is a very technical show. Although I only have one camera angle, and it is right there. And Adam, there he is. How is the new pad working out? Adam moved from Vegas to Michigan. And I am back. And I'm sure it will have it running again in no time. Also, wow, check out the sunglass collection. Yeah, I'm not a phony. There it is. That is my Ray-Ban sunglass collection. Although I've trying to mellow out on the Ray-Bans on the show, and I've got a pair of these glasses that I'm wearing now that actually are pretty good. I can actually see with these glasses on, so I've been moving on over to these, as long as the sun's not hitting me directly. That is my sunglass collection on the wall. Again, I am true to who I am. So when people see me wearing Ray-Bans all the time, understand that I didn't just go out and buy one pair of Ray-Bans. And there is Guy the Cooking Sam. And Terrace, what is happening? Did I used to work on the docks? I did not work on the docks, although I lived very close to the docks up by Elizabeth Port. And definitely hit that like button. I do appreciate that. And we got Kenny from Michigan, another Michigan. And there is Chef. What is shaking? That is Chef Johnny. So far, so good. That is good to hear. That snow should be hitting you any day now, I'm guessing. I appreciate that, man. I appreciate that. Of course, there is my man C-Mac Cooks, and C-Mac will be hitting my wall once I get Maddie and Kiki to send me some stuff, send me some pictures, and then I will be hooking up with my guys. Josh will be on my wall also, but the Wall Twins. I will be hooking up with them. I got some pictures of C-Mac. I got some Josh and Babe. I got some CJ. Of course, Maddie and Kiki will be they have to be the center of it, right? And also the Wall Twins and whoever else I meet in the future. Now, I was going to do the wall. This sits above my desk. But I think I might redo that back wall there. I'll move that Queen Gold record. I'll move the gallery. I got Scott Abouche, that is Molly. And I'll move that stuff above my computer. And maybe I'll do the pictures. I don't know why my camera's acting up on me. Hold on. Get Barbecue Pops over here immediately. Maybe I'll do the YouTube wall back there. I have to figure that out. I do. They're on that. They are over there on that wall somewhere. I believe these are. I believe these are them here. They are more of a vacation or a not really for filming because they're just too dark. Driving, vacation, they have its place. There's no doubt about it. My favorite pair would be these right here. These are my favorite pair right here, no doubt about it. See, these I can actually read. See, with these I can't read the comments because my eyes are shot. With these glasses I can read the comments. That's why I've been going with these. But these are my go-to. When these break, I'll get another pair. These are my daily drivers when I'm in my truck or whatever, or a lot of times when I film. I tell you, man, it's and there's people at the Masterbuilt group that they won't give up on mods. They just think it's a waste of money, and that's cool. They don't understand it. Maybe they can't afford it. I don't know. But if you can, the mods, these mods all have their place. You either want them or you don't want them. That sear mod is happens to be, to me, that, if you go back to my Masterbuilt videos from 3-4 years ago, I always said the one thing the Masterbuilt doesn't do well is sear. Now look, it sears because it gets 700. So when it hits the grate, it's going to put the sear marks and it's going to sear it. But to kiss it with flame, you're going to have grease fire, and I don't want a grease fire. So that mod from LS, it works without the grease fire, So I think it's worth it. Matter of fact, if there was only one mod I was ever going to put on my Masterbuilt, it would be that one. I think that's a design flaw that Masterbuilt did. That's my opinion. No, well, that's the way I feel about that. Go blue. Is that the New York Giants? The Gents? Texas. Any ribs for me? I'm a Cowboy fan, and no ribs for you. I'm actually got to make some ribs for Z Grills, which is going to be a Coca-Cola rib. I am hooking up with the Wall twins. Yeah, it's gonna be killer, man. I like it there because I get to look at everybody when I work. But then I like it back there because you guys get to look at everybody when I do lives. So I'm kind of tossed. Kind of tossed. You know, behind me here, I feel is pretty perfect. I feel all that is, you know, I got my two knives, I got all my wires hidden, the gallery thing, I got my Queen Gold record. You know, I feel all that is pretty perfect back there. So, you know, that's why maybe I'll lean over here. I put my hand there because it's supposed to activate this thing to follow me. And did I miss Quint? I see there is Quint right there, my buddy. How you doing, my friend? And let me jump on over to Facebook. Kiki says it's en route. I'm guessing that is that picture. I cannot wait. And there is Tara Roberts checking in. Pork belly cooks. I do have I just picked up a bunch of stuff from Wild Fork. I got some pork belly in the freezer, and I do have a pork belly cook coming. That is from my man Buck. Scott a Kitten is making a noise. I see Johnny Stone over on my Facebook, and also Parker Schilling. I got Parker on the other one. Sometimes they don't come through on StreamYard, so I may say you twice. And Scott a Kitten is Scott a Kitten has checked in. Where is she? There she is. Because my camera's just freaking out, man. Guys are getting a view of my desk. I do apologize. Guess I shouldn't touch it anymore. Get on me. There you go. What are you going to do? And I see my man Scotty is checking in. So I do, going back to Buck, I do have Wild Fork. I'm actually going to announce tomorrow, whoever is in New Jersey, I'll be appearing at Wild Fork in the Eatontown store next Saturday between 12 and 2. They're going to do like an open house. I'm going to cook out some burnt ends, some sausages. I got some, I'm going to make up some Mexican rice or Mexican corn. And that'll be from 12 to 2. I think the thing goes from 12 to 4, but I'll be appearing from 12 to 2. That is next Saturday at Wild Fork in Eatontown. I will get some video out on that tomorrow about the appearance. If anybody is in the Jersey area, stop by. And yes, Scotty is late, but that is okay. Yeah, mostly that's mostly what I wear. I feel at my age these look best on me. Yeah, I mean, I just said that's the best mod that he has ever put out. You know, look, like I said in the video, he doesn't pay me anything. If I don't like it, I'll just tell them I don't like it. I probably wouldn't put it on the air because I'm just not about like trying to bury somebody. So if it was a shit mod and I didn't like it, I would just say, hey, Luke, this didn't work out for me. He doesn't pay me any money. I think it's the best mod that he's come up with because again, if I pulled some video from 4 years ago, I'm sure I could find where I say that the Masterbuilt just don't sear the way I want them to sear. A lot of people disagree with me on that, and that's fine. But that's just the way I feel. Yes, my camera does follow me everywhere I go. When it works good. And I do see some super chats in there. I haven't gotten to who sent them yet, so just kind of bear with me. M&K, it is slick, ain't it? Yeah, I mean, look, I just bought a truck, an expensive truck, and I'm going to rip out the speakers and everything, and probably put about 7 grand into the audio. And trust me, I'll die with this truck. The truck has cost a lot of money, but that's a mod. That's to get things the way you want it. It's going to cost you a little bit extra money. All companies cut corners. Even anyone, even Ford, they all cut corners. You fix things up the way you want it. That's, who cares? But some people, some people just, they take offense to the mods. I don't really understand it myself. I don't know if it's they can't afford it or they just really do think it's stupid. But if they think it's stupid, just don't even say it. Just don't open up the post. If I think something's stupid, I won't even comment on it. I think that just comes with age. The older you get, the less you deal with stupidity. When you're young, you're just into it. Maybe you're into the drama. Yeah, I'll tell you, Carl, I miss the Masterbuilt. I really miss the Masterbuilt. And I am going to try to get at least a cook a month on that thing, a cook or two a month. I said it again, and I'll say it again. You can't get another pit better than the Masterbuilt for under $1,000. Dr. Pepper, yeah, I've not tried Dr. Pepper. I think I did Coke a while ago. We'll see how it turns out. That's going to be next Saturday. That'll be next Saturday. I got a freezer full of stuff, man. I'm excited about it. And there is super chat from my man Quint. And I do appreciate that, buddy, man. That helps out a lot, man. As I did forget to roll my my ticker banner. There you go. It all helps. I appreciate that, man. There is my buddy Kent checking in. And there is a super chat from my girls, Maddie and Kiki. It is unnecessary, but it is greatly appreciated. Some treats for the Scotta kitten. And Scotta kitten left the premises, but I'm sure she'll be back. As you know, Scotta kitten just doesn't really leave my side. And my door just swung open. What's my favorite tailgate cook? I mean, look, it's got to be burgers. It's got to be burgers. I mean, I have been trying to cut out on red meat lately, but I am a burger eating machine. I've always been a burger eating machine. I can remember way back when my mother we would go out, whether the boardwalk or out to dinner or whatever. I used to try to nab down who made the best burger. Now I'm talking 40 years ago, 50 years ago. And I would sample burgers from everywhere growing up. And I am just a burger eating machine. I love burgers, and I love it probably too rare. When I was in the restaurant business way back when, also, one of the big things was steak tartare, and if you've never had steak tartare, it's friggin' good, man. Now, you're not going to get it anymore because it's just out of favor now. But steak tartare was big, man. There was a time that was really, really big. Wild Forks is killer, man. And there's the Masterbuilt mods. I think Scotty ordered one of those sear things, so we'll see what he thinks about it. No doubt about it, man. This is a good mod. Look, Masterbuilt can't think of anything, everything. We know when they came out with the 1050 and 560 and 800, they changed the backyard barbecue as far as I'm concerned. But they can't think of everything. Not everything is perfect, But I think that mod, I think that sear does a good job. I got a 23 Raptor. And it'll be the last truck that I own, I'm sure. Let me see if I could pop a little picture up of my baby. Give you guys a little sneak peek. I don't really put anything on Facebook. I kind of keep my private stuff private. But since you guys asked, and I am quite proud of it, I have to say. And there she is, in its glory. And it is, I have to say, I'm very proud of myself, and it is pretty badass. Yeah, of course, man. It's the way it should be. I mean, Offset is the number one, you know. Now look, that doesn't mean it's the best, because I guarantee you my wife would rather a brisket on a pellet grill more than an offset, because she's not crazy about the smoke. So just because offset's the best doesn't make it the best for everybody. I have no problem with a pellet grill. There are some people, that they call it an easy bake oven or whatever. I just pass those people by. It's just ignorant. It's an ignorant comment. 1050, that's the way to do it, man. Yeah, and I'm the same way, man. I got it so many pits in the backyard. Matter of fact, I just listed 4 or 5 grills on on uh, on Facebook. I read something over on the other Facebook, so I got a little thrown. But I just listed like 4 or 5 grills, pizza ovens. Just trying to clear things out. But I agree with you, man. I get pulled in a lot of directions, and I know a lot of people want me to cook on the Masterbuilt, and I'll tell you, when I fired that up, man, it's just like old times, man. The thing is killer. Yeah, I wish they would upgrade it, man. I've had conversations with them. I don't know what's happening. I can't believe another company hasn't jumped on it. I know. I mean, yeah, you got the that 980 or whatever it is, but the Masterbuilt's better than that. It just is. And yes, you're going to cut it down to fit the 560. It is a nice ride for sure. That 1100, that's the 1100 2B. I'm sorry, I sold mine. I sold it, and I'm just actually just listed my Z-Grills 450B also. I sold it, and I miss it, but I've had it for a year and a half, and it was pretty beat up. I mean, not beat up, but it was time for it to go. And I had two other ones, and I almost feel like asking them to send me another one because I realize it's the best grill that Z-Grills ever put out. And Z-Grills didn't do anything this year with new pits. I'm hoping that they do next year. No doubt about it, ma'am. I appreciate that. Yes, yes, thank you. Double J, I always appreciate you popping in. There is my man, Double J. Yeah, it is bad to the bone. So, like I was saying before, I'm gonna save up some scratch, and I'm gonna put a sound system in it. Because I'm gonna own that truck for another 10 years. There's no doubt about it. I couldn't afford another one. So, I had to put a lot of money down. So I'm gonna put a sound system in. I like I do like to surround myself with good things. It's probably a bad habit of mine, but it's just the way I am. I like nice things, and I've worked my way up to get those nice things. So by the way, it didn't come easy. And I'm probably quite older than most people in this chat. And I hope when everybody gets up there that you can afford what you want to get, you know. Even though when it's all said and done and it's all over, none of that stuff matters. But when you're alive, and when I get in when I get up in the morning and go to the gym and hop in that bad boy, it's nice, man. It's nice. And yes, that would be that 1100 2B. No doubt about it. That is the best pit they ever made. Train horns, no kidding. Are you in the sticks? Are you in the south? Yeah, I just sold it. Somebody just picked it up. I actually just got, since I'm in my pictures anyway. Hold on. I might as well pop this picture in if you guys don't follow me on Instagram. I actually got this in the mail today. There you go. That is the Halo pizza oven. And I got to tell you, man, I've heard really, really good things about it. And Scott Kitten has returned, and I do believe she is needy right now, and she's probably going to be jumping on me in about 2 minutes. Of course, man, you can cook a brisket on anything. Go get Walmart. Go to Walmart and get a cheap, Brinkman. And I do have company now on my lap. Cooking's fun, man. You don't need expensive stuff to cook. And I don't even need a grill to cook. I'll cook on a $5 pan from Walmart on a electric stove and turn out amazing meals. It is a backyard game changer. I totally agree. I definitely appreciate that, and I know a lot of people came over from the Masterbuilts. No doubt about it. They have the they have the 37 package, but you know what? I don't off road, so I didn't really want the 37s. They just came out with the Raptor R's, but they're going for about 140,000, which is a little bit bananas to me. I probably will balance that off a little bit so the back end is a little bit jacked up higher than the front. I do like a more level of a stance. Maybe we'll do something down the road. We'll see. We can get some snow. We can get some snow. Not a Traeger, that is for sure. I mean, probably a pit boss. A Halo. I'm just playing with the Halo pellet grill yet. I can tell you it is made better than the other grills, but I've only used it once, so I wouldn't make that recommendation yet. That is, you learn a lot in 61 years. That is correct. How old are you, Scotty? I'll tell you though, I feel good. Um, I feel really good. And of course, I watch everything that I put in my system, and I think that has a lot to do with it. And I go to the gym 5 days a week. Now, for Kiki, I don't buff up because I know she don't like that. I do the treadmill, and I do it, 45 minutes, and I flick TikToks, or if it's Friday, I'll wait to Maddie and Kiki post that they are going live, and I'll be first on the grill. That is a little inside joke. I'm sure Bat 13 has left the building, so he won't be there to get it. Of course, man. I'm a high school dropout. I made it to the 10th grade, and I left school to go work with my mom in the restaurant business. So I didn't drop out of school to be a bum. It was a little bit different of a time back then. You didn't have to graduate school, believe it or not, and you can get your GED and do fine. There was a lot of work back in the 70s and 80s, a lot of work. Now there's a lot of, the jobs that are around are usually taken by the foreigners now, which is the way it is. I could care less. You have to go to school now. If you can go to college, go to college. If you don't want to go to college, you better have a plan. You can't bum it like we did in the early in the days, because it was a different time back then. So when I left school, I left school to go to work. My first job was in a bakery, and I was making $2 an hour under the table. Okay, $2, $2 under the table. I was big shit back then, man. That was a good paying job. So I've always worked, man. I've always worked. And then I did from the restaurant, I went to the floors and did linoleum and laminate and woods and tile. Which did you buy? Masterbuilt? Yeah, that I've heard really, really good things about it. I'm pretty excited about it. Yeah, of course, man. A Weber kettle is all you need, and you can get them used on Facebook Marketplace for 20 bucks, 30 bucks. I'm definitely blue collar, man. I'm definitely blue collar. The pit boss is the 1600. That's the pit boss. We got New Hampshire checking in. Hey, Double J, I appreciate you, man. Skill trades is all, I can do anything. The kids can't do anything today. I can, the kids can't change tires or batteries. They don't know any of that stuff today. We learned all that stuff in school. That's all gone now. When something broke, we fixed it, period. You know, no doubt about it, man. There's nothing wrong with that. There you go, man. I knew we had something in common. Thelma's Bakery. I would go in about 7 and I would scrape. I would be the dishwasher, scraping the pans. $2 an hour. I'd get out like 1, 2, 3 o'clock in the morning. When they bake all night for the next day. Pit boss, gotcha. Good pit, man. Good pit. I just don't have any more room. What would I buy? I think I answered that, right? The 1600. But you get what you can afford. Just veg oil, man. I don't get trapped up into all that jazz. I see Traeger sells or Blackstone sells a oil to season the grills. Total waste of money. Just veg oil is all you need. I bet you do fix everything, Scotty. You're all old school. I mean, I got a sweet tooth and all sweet tooths, man. Big time. I love me the sugars. Hey, look at that. I made it right to Wendy. And we do have 40 people, and we are going for another 10 minutes or so, man. That was quick. Let me jump on over to Facebook. And Kiki says a little buff is okay, just not too nuts. Personally, I love weightlifting. I hate the treadmill. I'll have to get Kiki in the gym. Halo does make good stuff, man. That is Buck over there on Facebook. And did you see that? I don't know if I could share it, but I put an Apple. I put an Apple post. I was going back with the girls through text, and the girls know who the girls are. And I put an Apple post on my gallery page. I got it. I forget who I got it from. Last check. Hold on. It is up to over 6 million views. 6 million views. I mean, how crazy is that? Apples. That makes Kiki smile from ear to ear, I'm sure. She is the apple grower of YouTube. 6 million views. That's the way to do it, man. That is the way to do it. Ding, ding, ding. I was one of those dads when my daughter fell and scraped her knee. I was one of the dads that said, get up and walk it off, period. A little bit of a cut, go in the house and get a Band-Aid, period. That's the kind of father I was, and that's the kind of I wish, I think that's the way to do it. When something breaks, fix it. When your kid breaks something, have them fix it, or teach them to fix it, or you got to do it, man. I would love to do more seafood. It just doesn't play well. I don't have anything immediate coming up. But like my whole, I mean, I could fix anything. I could fix anything. All I got to do is search how to fix it on YouTube, and I'll fix it. I'll figure out and I'll fix it. And if before YouTube, I would just fix it. And I'm popping on over there, and Kiki says 6 million. The apples made me so happy. I know. That's why I was giving you updates, because I knew it would make you happy. I can guarantee that you were the same. I mean, I just from hanging out with them, that day and a half, I can tell they're not prissy girls. They're hands-on young ladies. And that's cool to see, because I can't stand prissy, girls who just don't want to get their hands dirty, or you know, you know, the kind I'm talking about. I mean, you see them all over TikTok. It's an Apple post. Go to my Facebook page, and it's posted all about apples. I think you commented on it. I appreciate that, man. And look, if you have any questions, Scotty, can you pop up my email? I'm 24/7, man. If you have any questions, email me out 24/7. There you go, man. There you go. That's one thing I wish I had, was a pension. I don't. But what I do have, thanks, Scotty. What I do have is I've been saving, and I taught my daughter this. And if anyone out there to teach your kids, I've been saving since I was 25. Putting money away. So I don't have a pension, but I have a 401k. Although my wife has the 401k, I don't. But as long as she don't dump me, I should be fine. Scotty just posted my email. There it is right there. I do both, Jay. I'll do half a chimney, and then I'll hit two chunks. Then I'll do a half a chimney, depending on what I'm cooking. I'll layer the chunks, but I always add chunks into the ash catcher. And the good thing about the ash catcher is, unlike the chimney, unlike the chute, is once you're cooking, you can't add any to the chute. With the ash catcher, you can continue to put some down there. So I do both. Did you get my email? Good for you, Scotty. I'm sure when Scotty retires, we will be talking through Facebook. I know. Can you believe it? Can you believe it? I mean, I am just one fun guy. Collaborations ain't what they used to be. They don't draw like they used to. I would probably venture to say I'll be doing something eventually again with Maddie and Kiki because I really enjoy that. Other than that, nothing really planned. Oh, actually, I'm supposed to do something with griddle with Johnny, but I haven't heard back from him. We've gone over some ideas, and I've not heard back from him. But I have to do stuff with Maddie and Kiki. It's just has to be done. And that is good to hear, man. I hope people can find a liking and retire or do something although I retired, I'm really working. So it's not really like I retired, but you know what I mean. And there is my wife checking in. People say people say with Maddie and Kiki, like, you're married. I think Scotty said something last week. You're married. Your wife will kill you, this and that. I've been married for 30 years, man. My wife knows exactly what I'm about. And, look, I like the ladies. What could I say? But I'm a one woman man. But I do, like I said before in the show, I like to surround myself with good things. And what could be better than Maddie and Kiki and Scott a Kitten and my wife and Barbecue Mama? You know where I'm going. Those are all females, you see. I probably have more female friends than girlfriends. More female friends than guy friends, I should say. In fact, I don't think I even have any guy friends. I appreciate that, John. I appreciate you popping in. We're already almost done. 4 minutes. Can you believe it? Anybody know a Cowboy score out there? Yeah, of course she does. My wife's an angel to deal with me. We were in my wife is she's the motivator. She's the one that backs all my crazy bullshit craziness ideas. And when I want to buy a truck, she doesn't stop me. When if I want to go to Connecticut to see Matt and Kiki, she doesn't stop me. But when I need to clean up something and we need to get something done, we're like a team. It just works well like that. And I guess that is the Cowboys are kicking ass. Those poor Jets, man. 30-10. Yeah, wow. The Jets. I'm using a Windows. I bought all Mac. I even bought the iPhone. I bought the Mac, the new Mac, and this, that, and the other, and ended up selling it all, returning it, selling it. I kept the iPhone, but I still have. So right now I have two phones. I have an iPhone and a Android. So I'm using two phones now. Got rid of the Mac. Just couldn't, I know, trust me when I tell you, the Mac just does some things that I just couldn't get past. There was so many extra steps from how the Windows works, and I just couldn't deal with it anymore. So I had to cut my losses. I had to get rid of it. But once I got rid of it, Windows came out with a program, so now I can actually download pick video. So if I use this to film video, I can download them into my Windows program. So I guess I'm just too old to you know, go with the Mac. She only stops him when he wants more pits. I mean, look, I listed four of them, and then she came home today from her hair getting done, and there was five packages on my thing. And then I just got a bunch of oh shit. Hold on. Oh good. This thing works, but it goes fugazi. It looks for me. I'm over here. I'm over here. I just got a bunch of stuff from Meter, man. I don't know if you could see that knife. This is a good knife, though. I got that from Meter. I got one of these Meter Pluses, and then I got one of these Meter Blocks from them. You know, I'm constantly getting stuff delivered to the house, you know, that I just don't have the room. This is a very small house I live in. You know, it's only about 1,100 square feet. Yeah, it's all about teamwork. I mean, Max, I just couldn't, you know, I just couldn't do it, man. I just couldn't do it. I know people swear for Macs. I just couldn't do it, man. And even the iPhone, I keep it because I got it. But the iPhone just does things stupid that the Android better, you know. But I keep the iPhone because everyone else has an iPhone, so it's easier for me to send video to people or funny emojis with people in them. You know, so I just keep the iPhone. I use the Android because the Android has a better camera. So I use that to film along with my Sony. I just listed my Auto Kamado. I just listed it for sale. I mean, I like it. It's just small. And I just listed it. Where do you live? Are you in Jersey? I mean, you know, Mac, Android, Mac, iPhone, Windows. I mean, Windows has gotten better, but I think it's catching up to Mac. But if you're into the ecosystem of Apple, you'll never, you know, you're just into the ecosystem. And I see CJ is on over at my Facebook, and it will happen again. That is to Kiki. There's no doubt about it. Matter of fact, if you girls are going to go to Connecticut next year, and Michael is in Michigan, so that is not going to happen. And we got a Hey Bubba. That is from Facebook. And I do believe we are just about out of time. We are in the Gallery Backyard Barbecue After Dark right now. And I got a Hey Bubba from somebody, but I don't know who that is. Could be CJ. CJ over on Facebook. He will be hitting the wall. Let's Talk this week. I'm not sure who that is. I can't see the name. And Barbecue Mama says the iPhone rocks. And it is Chris. There you go. Definitely Chris. I think did I speak to you 2 weeks ago or something? Or did I call you and we couldn't connect? But no doubt about it. Matter of fact, it's supposed to rain all day tomorrow. So I'll be editing. I'll probably get bored and I'll probably send out a bunch of texts. So get ready for some text messages. And if you want to do a phone call, Chris, tomorrow, man, let me know. I would be willing to put you up. Where are you from again? Hold on, Michigan. My niece just moved to Michigan, actually. That is HT After Dark. Hit that like button, please. That would be awesome. Keep the smoke rolling. I appreciate that. And we are 7:04. I would love to keep this going, but I do want to try to. And CJ is saying, not me. I know it was Chris, this guy, Chris. And CJ will be hitting my wall soon. And I think I'm going to close it out, man. Oh, I'm feeling tired. It is 7:05 here in the Garden State. I'm not sure which part, man. I'm not sure. Are you in Michigan, Wendy? I appreciate you, Scotty. We'll talk. What state are you in, Casey? I appreciate that, ma'am. Oh, we got a lot of Michigans in the house. Hey, there he is. What is shaking, my friend? It is always good to see you. Okay, Wendy's in Ohio. We got Missouri, but I am from Connecticut. All right, guys, I do believe that is it. We are going to say goodnight and close out this show. I want everybody to have a great week. We didn't even get to what everybody is cooking. We will touch on that next week. I will be live next week. The following week, I will not. I will be hanging out with Mickey and Minnie. And yes, I am very jacked for that. Have a great beginning of your week. I'll be looking for your videos. Appreciate you, Barbecue Mama. There she is. I love that CIAO. Brad, I appreciate you stopping by. Wendy, thanks. Quint, I appreciate the super chat. Also, Maddie and Kiki, I appreciate the super chat. I appreciate you, man. And like I said, if you have any questions, just feel free to reach out to the channel. And that is going to do it for this one, man. Guys, hit that thumbs up on your way out. And until next